Well, my old career was flying into hurricanes. I did 4 years of research down in Miami where I'd go fly into hurricanes, including a couple Category 5 hurricanes. And after almost getting killed in a Category 5 hurricane, I decided that maybe I should go back and get my PhD. I went back to the University of Michigan in the early 90s and did that, specializing in air pollution, and founded this crazy company called Weather Underground. And now I'm a blogger for them. And that started about 20 years ago. And my blog's very popular, read by a lot of people. We get several million unique page views or unique users per month. And it's not just me anymore. It's now called Category 6, so I share that blog with Bob Henson. And this provides a platform for guest bloggers, potentially. So if you have an issue that you want to get in front of a lot of people, I can do that. Mostly I talk about extreme weather, but I talk about climate change quite a bit, too. My next post is going to be actually on the rally that was down there at Moscone Center today, the Stand Up for Science rally. A little background, though, my company got bought by the Weather Channel 3 years ago, so I don't run Weather Underground anymore like I used to. And then just this year, IBM bought the internet side of the Weather Channel and split it. So now there's the cable channel off on its own, and the internet portion of the Weather Channel, along with Weather Underground, is now owned by IBM. And the CEO of IBM, I found out today, is now on Trump's board of economic advisors, one of the 10 people advising Trump, which may be a good thing. I don't think she's a climate denier. Anyway, I've not been, told to slow down what I say. I still am free to talk about climate change and politics and where we need to go. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the science as I see it. There aren't many people more in tune with our climate and how it's changing and how it's impacting extreme weather than I am. Blogging about it every day since 2005 has really tuned me in, plus my background with working with hurricanes and extreme weather and air pollution and so on. And ever since 2010, that was when I see that we really shifted to a higher octave, a new gear in the climate. The number of billion-dollar disasters that year was a record level, 41. This year we had $29 billion disasters, so not quite as many, but ever since 2010, the number of billion-dollar disasters has been a lot higher than we're used to seeing. And this year, our most expensive billion-dollar disaster we had was in China. They had a flood, $28 billion. That was the third most expensive billion-dollar disaster in world history, not in the U.S. The U.S. has got, 8 or 9 more than that. Also this year, we had, I talk about these billion-dollar disasters, but the most expensive disaster was one that you can't really catalog, at least if you're an insurance firm, air pollution. Air pollution is estimated to cause multiple trillions of dollars of damage each year, maybe as much as 20 trillion, and that's something we really need to communicate to people. The side effect of cutting down our carbon emissions is to save trillions of dollars, and 4 to 7 million deaths per year, premature deaths, are caused by air pollution. So one of the positive messages we can really be putting out there is this side benefit of controlling emissions is to reduce air pollution, which is incredibly destructive. So that's a kind of message I try and get out in my blog. The other thing I'm really concerned about, and we need to get the message out more, is drought is our #1 enemy. I mean, we look at extreme weather. I blog about hurricanes all the time because that gets attention. I mean, it gets page views and it's good for business. But really, drought is what's going to kill us. I did a blog this year where I talked about 10 civilizations in the past that have fallen because of drought. The Egyptians, the pyramid builders, they crashed because of drought. I mean, we know about the Mayans, they crashed because of drought. That's really where we need to be focusing the attention. I estimate probably a 1% chance each year that we're going to suffer multiple extreme weather events worldwide that will affect food baskets, that will cause a cascade shock to the food supply system of the world, that will cause maybe a depression or certainly a severe recession, and those odds are going up each year. If you sum up 1% per year and maybe you double those odds by 20 years from now, you're talking at a probable event sometime in the next 30 years where you're going to see this multiple extreme weather sort of shock to the global food system that's going to cause a severe crisis in the global economy. Maybe we need to start thinking about what messaging we need to put in place when that event's going to happen, because it will happen. Maybe we should think about what's going to happen, what messaging we should do when Arctic sea ice finally melts away from the North Pole, which almost happened this year. That event is coming. So a lot of opportunities for both positive and negative messaging with regards to extreme weather. And yeah, I invite you to think about, maybe what should I be blogging about? Come to me. I'm happy to take ideas and suggestions and potentially guest blogs as well. So that's my piece.